Right, we're going to do a little game, name association. I think we did this the first or second time. It's fairly rapid-paced, random questions, but just come up with, excuse me as I burp into the microphone, the first name that comes to your head, and first one is the nicest person in wrestling. Can't say yourself.
Well, I'm definitely not going to say that. Cactus Jack.
Most memorable thing you saw happen on an aeroplane?
Nothing that memorable.
You burst out laughing straight away, so there's something.
Me taking a piss out of no. Nah, I didn't see that much. Oh, nah, I can't say that. It'll get him in trouble. I seen two brothers tag team with a stewardess in the bathroom on a plane on the way to Europe. They're brothers. They worked for WWE at the time.
Mystery out there for everybody. Try and work it out.
You can fill in the blank.
We all fill in well, they were filling in something as well, it sounds like.
But I like them, so I can't squeal them off.
Next one. Most high-strung, as in edgy or nervous?
Me or person?
No, just any locker room that,
High-strung, Paul Heyman. He was always high-strung. Hey.
Most reckless wrestler. So, not like stiff, just clubber you in the face all the time or something.
I would say Boss Mahoney, but he was really better than anybody gave him credit for. He was better than. I didn't like working him. He was a pain in the ass, but he was really good. I don't know.
No? Okay. Move on then.
Pass. Come back to it.
Right. So Rob, because I interviewed him not too long ago, he gave a situation with you, but I'll remind you of the story, but the most dangerous situation you ever found yourself in.
In wrestling?
He came up with one outside of wrestling, but in wrestling, yeah.
Well, outside of wrestling, way different story. In wrestling, most dangerous situation, wrestling Taz, I guess. And nothing.
No.
That's pretty dangerous.
Outside of wrestling, Rob said that you and he were in Mexico. And you got involved in, one of those scam bars where they keep pouring the drinks and then they ratchet up the bill.
Yeah.
And he said that there was like 5 big bouncers there. And you turned to Rob, and they said they owed like $7,000 or you owed $7,000. And you whispered to Rob, I'll take the big 3 if you can take the other 2. Just get the fuck out of us.
No, we didn't have to do nothing, though. They let us get the money.
Yeah.
It was $700.
Oh, was it $700?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
We would have started drinking at about 1,000.
Yeah.
But we didn't know you're giving us drinks, girls are coming. I figured we're getting a tab, but not that much.
Yeah.
We didn't have no cash on us.
Was it like a hostess bar kind of thing?
It was a strip bar.
All right.
Yeah. But the strippers, they stayed with you. Like, I guess they didn't do that everywhere. But they were really friendly, and so we got them drinks, and they would order more. And who cared? We got it. But then they got to be $700 more than we had. So one of us had to stay, and the other one had to go get it from the hotel.
Rob said that you went to the hotel and cut him a check and then cancelled it the second you left. Goodbye.
Hey, fuck. The bill was like $3,000. We still.
So you had 2,300 on you.
Still owed $700. I go, fuck. How can they want to break our legs over to $700 when they already got $2,000 from us?
What were you drinking?
I can't remember. Nothing special.
Just going to say, you sound like good stuff.
There's nothing special.
No, they just jacked up the price.
Well, we're paying for their company, of course, But we didn't get no blowjobs or nothing.
What's the what?
Not from them. That was somebody else, some other girls. No, I'm joking. But it wasn't like there was anything like that to rack up a charge like that,
Next one.
Other than we're foreigners, they're taking advantage.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Did they do that thing where they, there's like a guy beckoning you in outside and said, do you want to come to my club? And then you say yes.
No.
And then they lead you around the corner to a shit show. Down the stairs where there's no easy escape.
Good enough for that.
No. The most miserable wrestler to be around?
I don't know. I can't. I've seen these guys. I can't say that.
No, all right. Okay, well, you can say this one. Worst abuser of spray tan or baby oil?
Dreamer.
When he wears T-shirts.
And still spray paints his face and his arms.
Yep.
Those
Best and worst road agents. I suppose that only really counts for WWE.
Michael Hayes. I'll probably never see him again, but he was bad.
Really?
Yeah.
What would he try and get you to do?
He was an asshole. He was a tattletale. He would say, "Yeah, I used to do that," and then tell on me for doing it.
Who was the best?
Steve Kern.
Yeah. Were you someone like who, apart from like the finish, would you take the advice from these guys? Because how can they tell you how to work?
No, only if it was like they said, Vince, this has to be in there. If they said, "Hey, I think this, I think that," I didn't listen to them.
No. Oh, yeah, so unless Vince said, yeah. Right.
Michael Hayes was big on saying it was, one time he said, "Want me to do something?" I go, "No, I'll do it like this." And then Vince walks up and he goes, "Sabu said he's afraid to do it." I said, "Motherfucker, I didn't say shit about that. I said, I didn't like it." And Vince goes, "Well, that's my spot." I said, "I'm sorry. I didn't like it. Tell me again." But he made it sound like he completely turned on me and said I was scared to do the spot. I wasn't scared to do the spot. I thought it was stupid.
What was the spot?
I don't quite remember.
Yeah.
It was something to do with the Big Show. Oh, pulling all the tables out from under the ring. Pull them all out and then start the match. And for one, it's going to kill my back. And two, I use the table because it's there, not because I pulled it out of my ass. I use it because it was already set up, already there. But they hadn't pulled like 4 or 5 tables out, 4 or 5 chairs before the match, and my back was shot after that.
I was going to say, why would you be scared of that?
And I go, "No, I got a better idea, and I'll pull one out." And I said, "I was scared to do it." I said, "What the fuck? Where'd that come from?" He's a snake. I heard one of the girls went to rehab, and he bought her first drink, got her fired.
No.
Yeah, out of rehab. First drink out of rehab. "Yeah, I got to buy you a drink," and then squeals on her.
Jesus.
Mendoza, something like that. I can't remember. Something Mendoza, yeah.
Anybody? Mendoza? No. All right. Then.
Okay.
Absolute
I'm not-
God, I was trying to do a bit of crowd participation then. Well, yeah, all right.
So the last name was Mendoza or something like that.
Most memorable riot you ever witnessed or are a part of?
I haven't been in no riots on.
No?
Well, couple with the mafia, but the not really. They weren't riots. They were just trying to beat me up.
But you felt like you were in a riot though at the time.
Yeah, my uncle was in riots, but I really wasn't. We had one riot in ECW. It wasn't Philadelphia, but it was one of the off towns, and they burned a police dog. And Tracy's father wanted to fight the police dog. Yeah, I think Rob or Shane got sued for that, for hitting the fan. Oh. And they followed through with it. Where they had to go to court. I think it was Shane. Rob got sued by another guy. Another time.
Is this the one where Tracy was only wearing a towel?
Could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think someone said that before and said he was only wearing a towel and he was shadow boxing at the dog.
He did. That dog go.
Best working.
Dogs are watching his nuts.
Best working punch.
Who has the best working punch?
Who has the best working punch?
I don't know. Nobody. Nobody has a good working punch.
Oh, no, you do. You always do.
When you said I can't say me.
Well, you can say you then.
Okay, besides me, nobody.
Fine.
No, I don't know. I don't know anybody that's kind of good. Jeff Jarrett has a good working punch. And, has a working punch that don't hurt or looks real. Jarrett sometimes don't get hurt, but sometimes it looks real. Like Undertaker, he's probably got the best working punch, but it doesn't look real. Or he's a feather to work with. Is that good? It is if you're old and tired. It's not good if you fire it up and want to draw new hands.
Yeah. Well, it sort of does what it was say. Who just had the hardest punch in general?
The stiffest punch, beside himself.
Yeah, beside himself.
Kevin Sullivan.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he
didn't work a punch.
What does he say once? He said, "Look, I'm 5'6", so I've got to make it look real somehow."
He's just taking it. Because my first 7 months, after 7 months, I was in Canada with Kevin, my uncle, of course, and Kevin and Mark Lewin. And I wrestled Kevin every night for about 6 weeks. So I got to know Nancy really good and him real good. And he kicked my ass hard every night. And I finally said to him a few years ago, You kicked my ass on purpose to my uncle tell you to. What your uncle told me. I go, I'm glad. I thought you were the shits. I figured he was the shits. He told Stiff he's got to be the, he's the shits, but he was stiff on purpose.
Yes. But he was just keeping you honest.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But I never said nothing. I didn't say, hey, he's up. Didn't complain to my uncle. Didn't say a word until 35 years later. I said to Kevin, hey, remember when we worked? Was that at work or were you kicking my ass? It was not kicking your ass.
Well, surely you could tell at the time. Loudest spot caller?
Loudest spot caller?
Yes.
Not myself.
No.
I don't know.
We get one name quite often. I'll save it. Or do you want me to tell you?
Who? I don't know.
Cena. We get quite a lot.
He wasn't loud with me. And if he was, I didn't hear him.
Fair enough. It wasn't loud enough. I'm going to give a couple more. You don't have to give me the number, of course, but the biggest single payoff for an event.
WrestleMania, of course.
Yeah. Most legit, tough, badass. But everyone says Meng or Haku, so it might be besides Meng Haku.
I would say my uncle. Besides my uncle, maybe Van Damme. Van Damme's pretty tough. Looks at the simple.
I don't know why I've written this. Aside from the Sandman, who would most often turn up to an ECW show in no condition to perform?
Besides it. And not count myself. I don't know, man. Raven, he used to come pretty wasted.
Did he?
Yes. He used to be a bad boy.
That's the spirit. Well, we got the Rhino
He
story.
isn't no more, but he used to be pretty bad.
Yeah, we got the Rhino
Way
story.
worse than I was. He taught me how to overdo it.